Laughter is good for the heart, and this one-woman show is making its first appearance in America, and it's sure to offer a comedic relief by summoning up a world of characters in her never-ending creation of self. Joining us is the solo star of Angela Delfini Explains It All for you, Angela Delfini herself. Welcome, Angela.
Thank you.
So you've got a one-woman show that's going to be appearing this weekend at the Circus Harmony at the City Museum.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about how you got to St. Louis, all the way from Italy. So you're born and raised in the northern part of Italy.
Yeah, in Mantova.
Okay.
And I always trained as a dancer, and then I did a drama school in Milano when I was 19, and I started to work in cinema and theater and doing my own creations too. And then I end up in Paris working in cinema with the Plume Company. And in 2013, I went to do the Nouveau Clown Institute in Barcelona, where I met John Towsen. He was a physical comedy teacher. Mm-hmm. And by chance and for some other difficulties, we met in October, and we started to talk about an idea that became this show.
This show. So you started out as a dancer, became, and went to drama school, became an actress. You were in theater and film work throughout Europe, or France and Italy, and you ended up in clown school. So how did you always have an affinity for comedy?
Yes, when I was young, yes, and they took me a little bit for granted when I was doing dance, because it has to be more serious. And even theater, I always thought that movement was my real mother to get me in and everything.
Yeah.
And people around me was always thinking that I was doing wrong things or taking another path to arrive to theater. And I understood what they were saying, but I really believed that was the way, always, all the time.
So now you're touring in your one-woman show. We're going to talk more about that show in just a moment. But is this the ultimate goal, or do you still plan to go back and do more theater and more film work? No?
No, I like to create my own work, and since I create my stuff, I work more than doing auditions and castings, and I was not so happy at that time.
Yeah.
And then when I did the first clown school, I realized that I was not laughing since a while, like 7 or 8 years, and
you weren't laughing.
No.
You weren't laughing anywhere in your world.
Not anymore. It was really sad. Mm-hmm. The passion became an obsession. And with the clown world and the clown mentality and living in circus, the dreams came back, and the dreams became true.
Yeah, and would you say that in bringing laughter out of an audience also energized you?
Yeah, it's a communication, and it's very fast. Audience recognize themselves in you, and I recognize them in their laugh, and it's really easy and simple way to relate to human.
Yeah, and would you say the path that took you to Barcelona, to the clown school, do you wish you would have arrived there sooner in your career?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it was really where you were destined to be, you just didn't know it along the way.
Yeah, and everything has its own rhythm, and it's okay like this. If that was the time for me, okay.
Yeah. So you've got your one-woman show this weekend at the City Museum at Circus Harmony. We're going to talk about that in just a moment in more depth, and hear more about that and all the things that you're going to be doing here in St. Louis. So stay with us to STL Live. We'll have more with Angela Delfini right after this break.